Star Wars Battlefront, the classic collection, and everyone hates it.
Today I put up a video showcasing some gameplay of Star Wars Battlefront Classic Collection, which if you're not aware is basically the first two Battlefront games from 2004 and 2005 repackaged and re-released for modern audiences. Seems like a great idea, right? Well, I played it.
Well, when you say repackaged and released for modern audiences, that already makes me very fearful of what I'm about to see, honestly.
It before it launched and had a really good time with it. Now, emphasis on before launch, because before launch, of course, there aren't multiplayer servers really up and running. There aren't players in those servers, even if they are running, so you don't get a good idea of how an online portion of a game will perform until it launches and hopefully succeeds or crashes and burns. And let's just say this hasn't gone super well. The launch of Star Wars Battlefront Classic Collection has got to be one of the most baffling for any multiplayer game I have ever seen. Here, just like listen to this and tell me what part of this makes sense. According to SteamDB, there were roughly 10,000 people that tried to play the game right as it launched. They were excited and waiting to jump in. When they got into the PC version of the original Battlefront game, there were only 3 servers, and each of those servers had a max capacity of 64 players, which was
That is impressively dumb. Wow, EA really does not think anything but a new filled with microtransactions and shit like that has even a chance of succeeding. How can these stupid game companies be proven wrong, and wrong again, and yet they still magically just keep on trucking like they have never made the bad call?
one of the big selling points of this collection, that now it was being raised from the original 32 player limit to 64. Like the second game, super cool. Everybody loves it. But when there's only 3 servers available, that means there is a max capacity of 192 players online.
Good times.
Period. Full stop. That means that if you were the 193rd player, you just don't get in, much less like the other 9,800 people that want to play and just can't. And the reason that this is all the more baffling is that 10,000 people hopped into the game right at launch. So presumably they had bought the game and pre-downloaded it, basically pre-ordered it. And so Aspyr knew how many players on PC wanted to play the game. They knew how many copies had gone.
They did not care. And also, Aspyr, isn't it the EA that actually controls everything about the Star Wars games in general? I'm pretty sure it's them, right?
On out and how many people were interested in this.
Huh.
And they only got server capacity for 200 people. Like, I understand if this game were like Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, take a shot, Luke mentioned it again, I would get it, because then, 200 players, that's probably about right for how many.
Well, to be honest, at the start of Suicide Squad, the leaked Minecraft avatars of the Justice League, it was still about 10,000-ish people, I think, played it at the launch. That was their all-time highest peak. Obviously did not last, but even then you kind of should expect a lot more, right?
Many people are actually interested in the game. But with this, it's launch for a game collection that people have been really excited for, and you only prepped for 200 people? Now, one important thing to note is that players can host their own servers if they want to. However, at the time of launch, that apparently wasn't working properly either.
Obviously.
There were connection issues, excessive lag, even when people had good connections hosting wired directly into their modem and router, they still were having issues with latency. And that's assuming it even let you create your own server, which some people are reporting they've had problems getting that to work at all. Now, in the last 12 to 18 hours, they have reportedly done a lot of work to improve it. I actually still have the games installed, so I'm just gonna boot up and see if it's improved at all. And maybe,
I mean, did work doesn't necessarily mean that the situation is better, to be completely fair here.
we will be pleasantly surprised and this will actually be running way better and they'll have more server capacity than has been reported. But I think we just need to test it and find out.
Wait. What did I just know? So, yeah, look at this. The mouse cursor and the line. So, the mouse color, that the black mouse color is on a lower layer than the background color shadow drop or whatever this is supposed to be of the play button. Was this an original feature? Probably not. Is this a modern day feature designed for modern day audiences? Probably yes. Because you're all animals, obviously. That's why no one cares about. Nope, they're just stupid. I hate them. Everyone should hate them.
Capacity than has been reported, but I think we just need to test it and find out for ourselves. So let's do it. Okay, here we are. We're gonna go multiplayer online. Let's do join. And now we can see more than like 3 servers.
Ooh.
This is, to be fair, a good while afterwards. And you can see there are empty spaces available. So you can join these. I don't think there's even a single server at capacity. Now, granted, the game has seen like massively downvoted reviews on Steam and stuff. And the pings are not as low as you would hope, but at the very least, it seems like there are not capacity issues right now in the first game. Let's go check the second one. And now we can go multiplayer, online, join, and yeah, just any. Let's just accept that, see what pops up.
Nothing?
In the list of available sessions. Voila, and here we are. And so it looks
okay, so there are servers.
like there's lots and lots of servers in the second.
So to be fair, they actually kind of got it with the server capacity to a degree, if we're being completely honest, right? Because yeah, you have probably fond memories of this. I don't remember which game I played, but I played one of them. And yeah, it's fun, it's a good memory, but how many people are gonna relive this old memory if you have Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League ready to play? Or even better, Skull and Bones, boys. Yeah, why would you play this dumpster fire if you could play the ultimate dumpster fire? Oh yeah, it's not even a choice, is it?
Second game, like a ton. So granted, a lot of these are only like 2 out of 64 players, so it seems like there's a ton of capacity now. They kind of swung the other way, and now potentially there's a flood of servers available, but it seems like they actually have taken steps to remedy it, which is awesome to see. Now, this could, of course, change based on your area. It's not going to show me servers available like a country away. It's just not going to do that, so I can't really test that without pulling out a VPN and all sorts of stuff. And if you
wait, what do you mean a country away? There's no shot these servers are country based. They're regional, right? There's no way. There's no way. They must be regional.
You thought that's when I was going to pull in like a sponsored by whatever VPN. No, we're not doing that today.
Good.
I just want to say there is the potential you could still have online connectivity issues, but it seems like they...
Dude, the last time someone convinced me to get a VPN was when they told me, oh, if you log in Brazil, you literally get porn on TikTok. I bought a VPN, put it on Brazil. Guess what I saw? Nothing. Nothing. I was promised murders, all of that good stuff on TikTok. What do I get? Nothing. Disappointment at the highest level.
If at the very least taken some major steps to remedy it. But you know what? Let's actually test it ourselves. Let's go quick match. Just see what it puts us into automatically. Let it think about it. No, don't create a session. What? Okay, joining session. Okay, it just crapped out for a second. Republic CIS, auto assign me. I'm a team player.
Okay.
Okay, select. Let's do that. Are we in?
Yeah, you're in.
Okay. We're spawned in. Let's see, because people were reporting that there was all sorts of like jumping and skipping. Are my blasters not even like firing? What is going on?
It's not registering.
Hold on. Okay.
It looks like.
Okay, let's see this. I'm also going to pull up performance stats in the top left so you can see it. You can see we're running at a smooth 650 frames a second. So I think we're doing okay. Okay. Let's just wait for our chance to spawn in.
Wow,
okay,
that's a lot of frames.
Yes. Okay, now it's working.
You're already dead, though.
I think. I can't really tell what's happening. Okay. We're here. Are my blasters? Yes, they are actually firing. Okay. I think it's working now. It's like a lit...
I'm pretty sure the projectiles are invisible at this point. It seems like very few shots are kind of registering. Or is it just me?
It's a little stuttery. It's not unplayable, but it's a little off. I can't tell so far if it's just chaotic gameplay or if it's server issues. So I'm gonna keep going. Let's see. I will say, like, you can see me just when I'm running. There's some like rubber banding that happens, and that don't feel
Doesn't seem like there's rubber banding unless you bump into someone.
very good. I'll tell you what. Other people's movement looks smooth enough, but there definitely is a bit of rubber banding, which is really, really unfortunate.
Okay.
But like here we are, you can actually like fire and it works.
Roger,
But when you
Roger.
get close to anybody, it starts to like yo-yo you, and it's not.
I'm not seeing the yo-yo part. I'm not gonna lie. Are you seeing the yo-yo part? Am I confused? Am I dumb? What's going on? I don't feel the yo-yo part.
It doesn't feel good. Doesn't feel good. And I mean, here's why. You can pull this up and
Maybe he has so much FPS that we can't even notice it.
see that there are many people in here with pings in the 100 range, 200 range, and like
that's not
normal acceptable levels for multiplayer games and shooters is usually like 50 to 60. You'd like ideally even lower, but yeah, 300. Oh, there's another Luke in
70 is also fine, I think.
here. That's cool. You know, it's just
But obviously, yes, the lower it is, the better it is.
really too bad because this game, like when you're playing single player, is awesome, and it's really, really polished as far as I can tell, besides a few random issues like controller disconnects and stuff like that. But
Kind of seems like a pretty big issue, not gonna lie.
the online stuff is something you can't test until the game actually comes out. And of course, then we find out that it's got all sorts of problems and it's super stuttery and has disconnect issues and random things like that, rubber banding out the ass. And that's just unfortunate because the game could have been, you know, just an easy
Oh, look at that hot blue-skinned woman right there. Ah, Twi'leks, boys, it is what it is.
triumph, but they have to go and screw it up with server issues, which are the lamest thing for any game. And even as they've taken steps to fix it, they've added a ton more servers from what I can tell, to the point now where they're not even at capacity on any of them. But I think they're not at capacity on these servers because they're running super, super slow. There's a ton of rubber banding, and so it just doesn't feel very good to play. And unfortunately means that a lot of people are just going to refund it, wait till they fix the issues, and then probably buy it and play with their friends that way.
No, probably no one's rebuying it. Hey, you had one shot, you took it, and there it goes out the window. It is what it is. I hope people refund it and never buy it again. Pip, 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 pip. Phone lens thingy. Anyway, yeah. I hope they do it because that's how you learn that lesson. It is what it is. It's pretty simple.
Way, but little quality of life things like being able to quickly create a party and then move into servers together, that's not even been put into the game because again, this was just a re-release. It wasn't an attempted like remake or remaster or anything. So we don't have any command posts, so we can't spawn. Okay, well, I mean, it just goes to show you can have an awesome game or a really well done game that is just destroyed by something
Obi-Wan, please.
as stupid as server issues. Oh god, did you see that rubber banding? I can't even tell what's going on.
I can't tell because this is this should be actually almost a part of the gameplay, but I can't tell at this point. If there is rubber banding, I honestly don't see it. I don't know because I haven't played this game enough. I don't even remember it. I think I played one of the Battlefront games, but I don't remember any of this garbage. Huh, kind of interesting.
I'm just plopping all over the place. Oh, look at that camera. Wow, what is happening? But this is why it's so difficult to report on games that have multiplayer components, because it could be awesome before launch. There could be no issues whatsoever, and then the moment it launches and there's an influx of...
Well, actually, it's pretty easy to report on this. You play the part that's available to you, the single player. It's good, you say it's good. It's bad, guess what? You say it's bad. There's stupid microtransactions or pay to win. You talk about that. Pretty simple stuff. And if you can't play the multiplayer, you say that you can't play the multiplayer because it's inaccessible. Very, very simple, honestly. And if the game comes out and the multiplayer is completely unusable trash, you just downvote it at Steam or something like that.
Of 10,000 players.
Also, is he gonna show the Steam? Because I saw a tweet today that showed that it was overwhelmingly negative on Steam.
Trying to get on, everything falls apart and everything collapses because they apparently only thought 200 people were going to try to play the game. And I want to be clear, I don't think that this was a case like Helldivers where it's just so much more popular than they expected and they're like, oh geez, we got to figure out how to get more servers up so more players can join. In that case, Helldivers started pretty well, and then it was word of mouth that carried it to the masses because the game itself was really, really good. In the case of Star Wars Battlefront Classic Collection, like, it's just a game that
this looks something like that I remember. Yes.
Play. A bunch of people pre-ordered it because it was straight from their childhoods, and apparently the engineers responsible for setting server capacities only thought that 200 people globally would be interested in the game. That's just amazing to me.
I mean, seems about right, honestly.
So yeah, after all of this, I'm happy to report that they have more servers now, but the servers are not running particularly well.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like he's gonna talk about it or show it. Let me see if I can Google it. Star Wars Battlefront Classic Collection Steam rating. Let's see if I can actually get it here. Star Wars Classic Collection. Let's see what happens when you click on this. Oh my lord! There we fucking go, boys. Okay. Let me change the scene right here so I can show you what's happening. Okay, so this is what's happening with the Star Wars Battlefront Collection. This is the steampower.com thing. Overwhelmingly negative. It is so hard to get an overwhelmingly negative, it's insane. Most people don't even know it actually goes that far, honestly. So let's what happens when we click on it. This was not like the simulations, blah blah blah. First hour of launch only had 3 servers to join. So let me get this straight. You launch this game with only 3 servers. PC knowing full well people only bought it for the sole reason. Hey, well, if it's 10,000 people playing it at the start, they weren't honestly that much wrong, which is kind of hilarious. Aside from all the issues mentioned about this repack breaks most mods. Okay, mod players, it is what it is. Nobody's going to read this, so I'm just gonna say that I'm gay. Well now, single player experience is fine. Yeah, single player experience is probably fine. It is what it is. Well, anyway, that's probably it for this one. Anyway, that was our boy, Luke Stevie. Well, actually, it's Stephenson, but who honestly cares at this point, right? Anyway, Starfield's Battlefront, bad. It is what it is. This is Quizzer saying thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and have a nice day. Bye-bye.